Oh, hey guys, welcome back to the vault. My name is Money, and I figured since the holidays were over, it was as good a time as any to take down all my holiday decorations. And don't mind the bird. I like to decorate for the holidays just like how Funko likes to put together a holiday release. Just a bunch of random shit.
Funko's 12 Days of the Holidays are intended to celebrate the holiday season, but honestly, it's mostly just used for an end-of-the-year product dump for things that are not related to the holidays at all. This tradition began in the year 2016, and the way that it worked was that for 12 days in a row, Funko would release a brand new item each day.
So I thought the post-holiday season was the best time of the year to make this video because out here on the East Coast, we don't get our Funko orders for at least 2 weeks after Funko ships. So for a majority of us, we get our holiday items after the holidays have already passed. And also, if you look at the calendar, January kind of has the least amount of holiday spirit out of all of the months, and I really fucking hate January.
Our holiday tradition begins in 2016 with our first set of holiday items, which featured 5 days of Dorbs. For this release, we got Stitch as Santa Dorbs, we got a Super Grover Flocked from the Muppets, Santa Freddy Funko, a holiday Batman Dorbs, Glow Superman Freddy, Freddy Bot vinyl figure, Holiday Freddy Funko Hikari, Flocked Animal from the Muppets, a Holiday Harley Quinn Super Deluxe figure, a She-Ra Dorbs, a Lil Gruesome Dorbs 8-pack, and then a Heat Miser and Snow Miser Dorbs 2-pack. As this was the first year for this tradition, it's probably also the most vanilla of the 12 days, and I think that's because holy fuck, what the hell is that? A Dorbs 8-pack? 8 Dorbs in 1 pack. What did they do? Hire an architect to design a box with enough structural integrity to hold that much Lil Gruesome?
Looking back at this holiday release, it really does date it. You have 5 Dorbs, 2 Hikari, an awkward Harley Quinn figure, and only 4 pops. It really is a good representation of its time. And out of the 12 figures, only half of them are actually related to the holidays, whether it's by color scheme or literally dressed up as Santa Claus. And I think that is the best way to do it. You please all of your audience, essentially. You have holiday-themed items for people who actually want to collect holiday items, but then you also have non-holiday-themed items for people who don't want to be surrounded by 100 little Santa hats.
2017 rang in the holiday season with another engineering marvel, a 6-pack of the Wetland Forest Monsters, but this time they're flocked and covered in snow. After that, we got a Spastic Plastic Psycho Santa 2-pack bundle, a Freddy Funko Nutcracker 3-pack, Wonder Woman with gauntlets, a National Lampoon Dorbs, Silver Mr. Monopoly, Black and White Grinch, a Flocked Trix Rabbit limited to 3,000 pieces, Huckleberry Hound Red Hikari, a Gold Batmobile action figure set, Gremlin from Looney Tunes, and then to top it all off, a Flocked Tony the Tiger limited to 3,000 pieces. 2017 is a pretty important year in the Funko community timeline because this is when the sneaker gang rolled into town and began to set up bots on the Funko shop. In order to try and combat this, Funko introduced a virtual queue system for the 12 days. This was intended to fight off these bots, but it was so poorly executed. For example, if you left the web page, lost service, or locked your phone, you lost your place in line. And it was notorious for not letting people check out in the correct order, which literally compromised its only purpose for existing.
Well, for me, my trauma began when I was trying to get the Flock Tony the Tiger. I was actually 6th person in line. I looked away from my phone for 1 second, and I was all the way back at 50,000th in the line. And this isn't just a bit for this video. That literally happened to me.
Now I only have one ad icon. The 2017 12 Days not only introduced the biggest grails from any other year, but it also told Dorbs where they can shove it and gave us 9 days of pops. Granted, Tony and Trix have nothing to do with the holiday season, but the Black and White Grinch, the Freddy Funko Nutcracker 3-pack, and these original Funko characters were welcomed additions and actually screamed holiday season. Just like last year's 12 Days, only half of the items are considered holiday, with the Huckleberry Hound just making the count because he's red. It's stupid, yes, but we'll give it a low pass because it is technically holiday colored.
Well, it is red.
As if last year's Silver Chrome Monopoly Man wasn't exciting enough, Funko decided to spice things up by making the 2018 release revolve around an advent calendar, with each day showing a little teaser for what was to come. Most were pretty self-explanatory, such as the Mickey Mouse teaser, but others left the community having heated debates about what they could mean and what awesome exclusives were on their way.
What do you think it is?
What do you mean?
It could be anything.
It's literally Batman.
In full, the 2018 holiday bundle was the 4 Teletubbies, Buddy the Elf with a raccoon, Holiday Care Bear, 2 spastic plastic characters, an elf and a snowman, a holiday-themed Betty Boop, Freddy Funko holding a gift, a holiday Freddy Funko vinyl figure, Chili Willy where he's completely made of ice, a red chrome Batman, Mickey Mouse, Pillsbury Doughboy, and then this snowman thing. I wrote down snowman thing here, I'm realizing now as I read my script without actually researching what this is. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I found an eBay listing for Funko Gnome Sweet Gnome Snowman vinyl figure. I don't know what this is, but it's a snowman and it's a snow globe, so this was the last day of the 2018 bundle. And you know what gets me really excited about the 2018 12 days? It's that it is mostly holiday themed. This actually holds up to the name 12 Days of Holidays. 11 out of the 16 items released for the 2018 release are at least somewhat loosely related to the holidays. In my opinion, 2018 was a slam dunk year. There's something for a majority of collectors here. The Holiday Care Bear is a unique and welcomed choice. For the second year in a row, the spastic plastic characters are filled with the creativity that collectors expect from the line. And for those of you who didn't catch the 57th rerun of Elf on ABC Family, you can get your Elf fix here.
Overall, I think that the 2018 12 Days might be my favorite out of all of the releases because there's...
Hold the phone, stop the presses. There's a motherfucking bee in here. There had been leaks for a while then that there would be a Buzz the Bee going to the Funko shop, and with each day of the advent calendar, people predicted that Buzz had to have been one of the days. Most of these guesses were a stretch, but it was entertaining to watch nonetheless.
Okay, it's day 5 for sure. It's 2018. Buzz can wear heels if he wants to.
That's obviously Buzz's stinger and not a carrot.
Surely it's 3, because 3 rhymes with tree, which also rhymes with bee.
My guess is on number 9, because why be yourself when you can be Batman?
Maybe Buzz is cold. I don't fucking know.
Buzz took the community by surprise for a multitude of reasons, but one of the biggest is that it came with the 12 Days sticker and not the normal Funko Shop sticker. After the quick sellout of the Pillsbury Doughboy, ad icon collectors and flippers were waiting to pull the trigger the second that it went live, and then it had something like 25,000 stock and was super easy to get, so it really isn't as exciting as I've been making it out to be. And then that brings us to 2019. 12 Days was right around the corner, and everybody couldn't wait to see what would be included in the 12 Day celebration. This image leaked well before Funko announced the 12 Days, and what it consists of is kind of meh. We got Ash from Overwatch, a Baseball Fury from the Warriors, green, Baseball Fury from the Warriors, red, Hologram Rick from Rick and Morty, Comic Drax, Icy Polar Bear, the Pillsbury Doughboy as Santa, a holiday-themed Scooby-Doo, Tinkerbell with a Santa cap, Huckleberry Hound as Santa, a spastic plastic character Jingles, and then a 10-inch Frankenberry from the Ad Icons line. While there were plenty of holiday-themed items inside of this year's release, with the Doughboy, Ash, Tinkerbell, and Scooby-Doo bringing the typical holiday spirit with them, and then the others did bring in the randomness that collectors expect from the bundle, Funko decided to do one of the dumbest things in the company's history, only second to creating this monstrosity. The only way to get anything from the 2019 holiday release was to buy a $225 bundle. That's right. If you wanted 1 or 2 specific pops, too bad, you had to drop $225 and get everything.
What an absolute horrible marketing move. I would have personally loved to have picked up Scooby-Doo, Tinkerbell, and the Pillsbury Doughboy as Santa for my once lush Ad Icon collection. But Funko is out of their damn minds to think that collectors are going to spend $225 to get the few items that they're interested in and then get stuck with 9-10 other items that they don't give a shit about. For example, do you think that I want a 10-inch Frankenberry watching me while I sleep? No, I have the Alien Remix Wally to do that for me. Now, I did see some collectors chip in to split the bundle because they were all interested in different things, and I think that is actually a great way to do it. But for the average collector, it's not a financially practical thing to do to drop $225 on a bulk bunch of items when you're not even interested in half of the stuff in there. Also, why does the Icy Polar Bear have the Funko Shop sticker and not the 12 Days sticker? What is going on? And that brings us to the most recent 12 Days release for 2020, and honestly, it just kind of showed up.
The 2020 holiday release kind of just happened. There was no announcement from Funko that it was coming. There was nothing to build it up like an advent calendar. It just kind of happened randomly. 2020's holiday release was done a bit differently than usual as well, as rather than just a new item for 12 days straight, Funko launched their exclusives in batches with 3 items every other day over the span of 2 weeks. Day 1 brought us the Gingerbread Mickey and Gingerbread Minnie, as well as Roodles. Day 2 gave us Beagle Scout Snoopy with Woodstock, Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec dancing, and the Artist Series Scooby-Doo. Day 3 brought us Spider-Man in a symbiote suit, a Captain Crunch soda with a chase, and Inspector Gadget with skates. And then on day 4, we got the Diamond Series Chester the Cheetah, Nemesis Prime, and the glow-in-the-dark Glowworm, both from the Retro Toys line.
Holiday release. Holiday release. As we've already talked about, not every year has a holiday item for each item, and that's okay because it appeals to 2 different types of audiences. But what the fuck is a Halloween-themed Scooby-Doo doing in a Christmas bundle?
Alright, now don't get me wrong, the 2020-12 days started out strong. The Gingerbread Mickey and Minnie are cute, unique, and are filled with holiday spirit. It's what the holidays are about. And then Roodles is great because it's from a set that people love. And then of course, Ron Swanson literally filled me with more joy than any other release in 2020. However, not a lot of these items scream holiday to me. The only true items with holiday motifs are Mickey and Minnie and maybe the Snoopy. Maybe, the jury's still out on that one. But Spider-Man, Inspector Gadget, and the Glowworm are just, not only are they not worthy of being holiday items, but they just aren't good pops. And if my opinion isn't strong enough for you, on the day that I'm writing this script, which is January 6th, the Inspector Gadget and Glowworm are still available on the shop. That's a month later, still available for purchase. What does that tell you about their popularity?
With the crazy year that was 2020, I wouldn't be surprised if Funko just didn't have the 12 days on their radar and it was maybe a little too late before they realized, oh my god, we didn't put together holiday-themed items. So they just kind of took a bunch of random stuff and threw it together in this bundle. For example, the Dancing Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec has a production date of mid-October, when if you look back at other years' exclusives such as Buzz the Bee, it has an early to mid-September date, which makes me think that they either put it into production last minute to have something for the bundle, or it was its normal time period to be produced and they just slapped a sticker on it and called it a day. And now that brings us to present day with 2021. What will this year's holiday bundle look like? Will it be back to the basics of 2016 and 2017 where half of the items were holiday and half of them weren't? Or is this the new direction that Funko is taking the holiday bundle in? Is it no longer for holiday themed items, but rather a holiday celebration of lines that fans love, like Marvel, DC, Retro Toys, the infamous ad icons? Maybe Funko just wants it to be a celebration of the year rather than all holiday-themed items, because at the end of the day, you can only slap a Santa hat on so many different characters. And at the end of the day, I think I do agree with that. I think that it should be more of a celebration rather than just holiday-themed items, because you can only do so much. How many characters can Funko produce that look the same with a Santa hat, with holiday colors? It's just going to be too much oversaturation. And as we take our lights down and enter the post-holiday lull, I think it's important to ask ourselves, what are we actually interested in? Are we actually interested in collecting Tinkerbell with the Santa hat and Scooby-Doo popping out of a present? Or are we more interested in these characters like the Pillsbury Doughboy and the Icy Polar Bear who made their debut appearances in these 12-day bundles? If these holiday items aren't selling well, like Tinkerbell, then they're not going to promote more of them in future bundles. And unfortunately, some items do stand around on the Funko shop even when they're not related to the holidays, like Inspector Gadget and the glow-in-the-dark Glowworm. But I do think that moving forward, we may see the 12 days transition from being a celebration of the holidays, but more of a holiday celebration of the year. And as we leave the holiday season, there is still one question we must ask ourselves. Why did they do a Scooby-Doo covered in bats for a Christmas holiday bundle? What the fuck is that about? Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the January edition of Money's Essays. If you like this video, consider leaving a like on it down below. Helps it get seen by more people. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this topic. What do you think of the holiday bundles? Make sure you guys leave me a comment down below, letting me know your thoughts and opinions on these bundles and what your favorite 12 days exclusive is. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. It helps the channel grow, helps me make more content for you guys watching at home. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to collect what you love, even when what you love is one of your favorite characters dressed up like Santa Claus. And as always, guys, I will see you soon.